So today we are where, Alex?
At Mount Si.
Mount Si. Okay. Parking's been a little bit crazy here today. As you can see, there's a big row of cars in the overflow.
That's my great idea to go hiking.
Well, it is the first real nice day of spring. So,
Yesterday was.
well, I'm sure it was busy here yesterday too.
Yeah. Now we've actually done Little Si here.
We have done Little Si.
Yeah.
How many miles is it?
Which one, little or big?
Big.
It's like 5 or 6.
7.2?
7.2 round trip.
7.2 round trip.
Oh shoot, that's like 3.
It's a lot of elevation gain, a lot of...
Oh, that brings back bad memories of day 3 of the North Loop.
Okay.
That's what it was.
So we'll get a picture of the pretty bridge in a few seconds and... Excuse me. We had to park quite a ways away from the actual trailhead. The parking lots were all full, and now we're crossing the bridge.
It's a nice bridge.
It is a very beautiful bridge. There's some nice houses along the side of the river there, and I'm not sure. This is the something. I don't know. But it's
the raging river.
Pretty river.
I always hate walking across the river, but I like driving across the river.
Yeah.
It's so slow and terrible.
We're already at our first viewpoint. And it's a gorgeous day.
It's fun going down there. You can see the road.
Well, there's the bridge we just came across. One thing about this trail is that it's not, you've got a lot of rocks to climb up.
Ooh, I nearly slipped there.
Yeah, so many rocks to climb. So much rock climbing. And next view. So we are at our first trail divergent, and we are going to head over to the Boulder Garden.
0.3 miles.
Yeah. Says we've come 0.3 miles in so far, and we're out of the rocks finally, which is nice.
We're headed off to the Boulder Garden, which is supposed to be very nice. Yeah.
So, got some nicely maintained trails for once here. Some rocks and
Reminds me how bad Little Si was.
nice pretty tree over the trail. We're entering an area of switchbacks, it looks like.
Which is brilliant.
And some big elevation gains again. Actually, I think this whole trail is elevation gains. But there are some amazing, huge rocks here.
Glacier displacements probably.
Might be a little big for a glacier rock. It always amazes me how the camera makes the elevation look so easy. You know, I'll say the one nice thing about doing the Big Si Trail is that the amount of people on the trail goes down rapidly. Going this way, it's a much more private hike. So we're about a little over a mile in, and it keeps going up. It's almost like we're climbing a mountain. And the switchbacks are getting more and more brutal, but the rocks up here are just amazing. Anything to add, Alex?
This is not an easy trail.
This is not an easy trail. I'm sweating a lot. How about you?
Can I give some advice?
Yes.
Bring tons of water.
Bring tons of water. That is a good one.
I don't think we brought enough.
We cameled up at the beginning, so, but I'm starting to get a little thirsty. So the warning that this is a primitive trail seems right now a little false. It's pretty well maintained. It is very rocky and scraggery. I think I just made a word right there. But it's definitely steep and rocky. And
Not sure that the camera can pick it up.
not that the camera can pick up how steep it is, because cameras are really bad at that. But you can see the hillside to the side to kind of tell how much elevation's being gained. Oh, this is what we're going up right now. There's the level camera, and there's looking down at whoa, down at the trail.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a steep section.
Are we sure we're on the trail?
Yeah. Is this the steepest thing you've ever climbed, Alex?
Much worse than Ipsit to Moich, which was, it was about this angle. This is like...
Yeah, this is steep. If it wasn't for all the roots here, I'm not sure that
this trail would be here.
it would not be eroded. Anyhow, you can see how nice and sweaty I am, and he's not sweating at all, so...
And I'm gonna rip off my shirt.
You can rip off your shirt and, I don't know, have fun. Whoop.
Ah!
This is
Focus on hiking.
This is a primitive trail. This is pretty awesome. We've come across a few people that are using it as training for like the PCT or the Wonderland. Full packs on.
Not this bad.
The PCT can be pretty bad, Alex. You're going up and down mountains the whole time.
But the Wonderland is 90 miles of just this.
Yeah, the Wonderland is 90 miles of just this. So,
It's not that. This bad.
yeah. Anyhow, we will catch up with you in a bit as we continue up
Crazy trail.
this crazy root-covered trail. And this is definitely a hard climb. I'm glad I've been hiking a few times already this year. This trail's amazing. It just keeps going up and up and up. It's
We've been on this for 2 hours and it's been this.
2 hours of this. Yeah, we're taking a lot more breaks than we normally do. It's really, we haven't been seriously hiking in a couple of days, or weeks, but this is just brutal. I can,
It's insane.
you can hear my heavy breathing there. Sorry about that, but I am a little overweight, so it makes sense. Anyhow, we're gonna keep going until we reach the top.
We've been climbing for a little bit, and what do you have to say?
To quote an Alex, I'm tired. This is a tough trail.
Well, that's my line.
Don't not put it in horizontal, then it goes vertical. Now you have to redo that.
We have been climbing for a little bit, and do you have anything to say?
To quote a great explorer I know, I'm tired.
Is he referring to me? I think he's referring to me.
Maybe, yes. This is a steep climb, and it's just steep the whole way. I'm not even looking forward to coming down.
I'm not sure that the camera can pick it up, but it's steep.
All right,
Anything else?
we've just got a little ways left. It's 1:28.
It'll probably be another 30 minutes, sadly.
Another 30 minutes, you think?
Probably at the rate we're going.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Rucky's waiting for us. That's the mascot for the Seattle Seawolves, by the way. This is by far the steepest climb I think we've ever done. I think it's by far just crazy. I mean, just, you know, I feel like we're just constantly going up. And, you know, unfortunately there aren't a lot of great views. Anything to add?
We're about 30 minutes from the top.
About 30 minutes from the top?
We'll
Okay.
be there about 2:15.
Okay.
I hate this.
You hate this?
No, I hate just the wait
The wait?
to get to the top.
Yeah. All right. This is a painful trail. That's all I'm going to say. Painful. Painful. And,
Do the new trail.
you know, I'm not trying to be negative Nancy, and it's not, I'm having a down day. It's just this trail is a butt kicker. It's just, you know, painful. And
Start to hate it as you go.
you're, fortunately, we're coming to a almost flat section, so yay! It's the little triumphs in life that matter. Of course, then it changes back into steep switchbacks. Anyhow, we'll let you see what happens when we get to the view from the top, and we should be joining the new trail in just a few minutes too. So that'll be nice. So we just hit the snow. I don't think there's much left really, but you can see it down there. It's kind of fun. Anyhow, we've got some pretty steps here. Make it nice at our final push to the summit. Yes. Yeah.
That up there is the final push.
So you can see we've still got quite a ways left to go. Here's the Cascades. Got a little more of the trail. It's definitely a pretty view there though. Here's another little patch of snow on the ground. And this is it's a
Dad,
Alex?
right there. Not yet. Fun.
No, I just went like halfway up. There you go. I've been to the top before.
They're always that way.
So what do they serve for food?
Anytime.
Did you make it to the top?
Triumph.
All right.
Where's his feet? Oh, I don't care.
So the actual summit's right there.
Pizza cake, right?
Yeah.
No problem.
So can you see the bridge we crossed? There's,
You know, a few years ago, somebody skied down from the summit,
wow.
from the top of the haystack all the way down.
How did they not die?
Here we are at the top, and right there is Mount Rainier.
Somewhere behind
And-
me.
Yeah, right there. And what do you think, Alex? Is this just an amazing view?
It's not the summit. We're below the haystack.
Yeah, but it's close enough that I'm happy. Anyhow, But we decided to come down the new trail instead of the old trail. And what's your opinions of the new trail, Alex?
We made a big mistake.
Yeah, it's a much more even slope, and for coming down, it's especially nice. You know, you're able to just brake just enough where, I mean, this, you could trail run this probably, whereas the other thing was just so treacherous, I don't think you could. This is nice trail. So we're on our way down, and this is probably the worst part of the trail on the down slope on the new way up to the Mount Si summit. So, yeah, there's been a lot of trail runners. It's been great.
We could have changed one thing, we would have gone up this way.
Yeah, I would have definitely preferred going up. So we're at the seats right now, and quite appropriately, it has seats. So I wish they had more seats. This is turned into a really long hike for Alex and I. It's we're almost 5 hours in. We've still got probably 3 miles left to get, 2 miles, a mile and a half to get out. It's so weird because of the elevation here. You know, it's actually, I think, only a mile to get out, but yeah. It's pretty right now. Yeah, I think we both just want to be done. And we are now on the Little Douglas, is it Little Douglas Trail? Douglas Fir Trail, there we go, sorry. And this is, they should just call it Ankle Breaker, because I feel like that's what I'm going to do.
I rolled mine just now.
It's full of just rock chips.
Near that mountain.
Yeah, kind of like this at the top of the mountain too. I don't know if I got enough video of this, but yeah, this is a little treacherous and doesn't look like many people take this trail. Anyway,
They parked on the right side.
we are back, headed back. We are off the Big Si new trail now and headed back to our car. I'm still shocked how much time this whole thing has taken us, because it's just been, you know, for how many miles is this?
6?
Yeah, I mean, how long did it take us to do 8 miles at Cougar in the snow?
Not much.
Not this long. Yeah.
It was like,
The elevation here is a killer. We're back in the Boulder Garden, and I think last time we took the wrong way through Boulder Garden, because this way is actually kind of pretty. And I don't know, I'm feeling it more. It could be that we're almost done. This was such a painful hike that,
I can see the end now.
but
I can see clearly now.
this is gorgeous right here. Wish, here, just a sec. Let's see if I can zoom out a little more. Yeah. Alex has kindly taken my sticks for a few seconds so I can film this. But, yeah. It's just,
Holy!
yeah. Those are some big rocks.
Holy crud!
Yeah. So, Alex, who do you recommend this hike for?
Not beginners, not intermediate. You gotta be good to do this.
Do you think we qualified to do this? I don't think we did either. I think
No way.
I think this hike was a bit beyond us.
But, you know what?
We made it through, but yeah, I'd say this is, especially the way we came.
We,
You know, if you go the new trail,
it's not.
it's not that bad. But taking the old primitive trail, that was pretty nasty.
Every 30 feet we had to stop.
Yeah, it was a steep climb, whereas the other one is much more,
Spread out.
it's the same incline the whole way along.
Which is like,
I mean, it's still a nasty climb, but it's a doable nasty climb, whereas the other one's much steeper. Of course, we're about to hit some steepiness here, so I'm gonna grab my poles and we'll come back to you at the end. One of the worst parts of the Mount Si Trail is right at the beginning. The rocks here are just huge and right in the middle of the path. It's bizarre. Any comments on that?
It's so painful.
It is painful going down, especially. We are back to the trailhead there for Little Si Overflow, and now I've got to cross the bridge and head across. So we went from here, and our way there was going up the trail. Then we went to the upper side, Mount Si, and then we came down using the old trail. Then we came down that way, took the Douglas Fir Trail, and then we went on the upper Boulder Garden Loop and back to the trailhead.
I'm so tired.
I am so tired too. This hike has kicked my rear end.
If you could say anything to someone, what would you say about this hike?
Well, if I could say anything to someone about this hike, it's a tough one. Make sure you're ready for some steep elevation. You're going to gain about 4,000. Is it 4,000? You know, which is weird because it's kind of like the Tomoich. What would Ipsit Tomoich? You know, it's not. It's not that long of a hike, but it took us 5 hours. So that's bizarre. Anyhow, do you have anything else?
It's a tiring hike. It's not for the faint of heart.
Very good, very good. Not for the faint of heart. Back to our car. We parked in the King County Park down the road, which does not require a Discover Pass. So if you want to save yourself a couple dollars, that's one thing you can do. We have a Discover Pass, but we didn't have any parking. There isn't a lot of parking for Mount Si. And let's see, we can see where we were
I can't.
if we turn in just a couple of seconds. And dun dun dun. We were way up on the rocky part, way up there.
I see it.
So
You can see it from down here.
it makes you realize how far you've been. Our 9.5 miles. Well, let's see if we can zoom in on that a little bit. So there's where we went up to, and that was quite the hike.
The hike.
How would you say that compares to your average day on the Wonderland?
That's about the same.
It's almost the same, yeah. That's, you know, pretty equivalent. So probably not a terrible training run. See, a lot of people doing Little Si as training, but that's a pretty short jaunt. Whereas this was...
You can see where Little Si is right over there.
Yeah, you can see Little Si over there. And it's only like a 2-mile hike to Little Si, so 4 miles round trip. Anyhow, I don't know. If it's a clear day, it's a beautiful hike.